Okay, hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another video. I hope I'm in the frame right now because I really don't know. But today guys, I wanted to do another running chat, and this week I wanted to talk about the 5 things not to do before a race. Now these tips are going to be starting from the week before a big race, mainly for like the longer races, 10k and stuff like that. But these tips will also apply to races like 3Ks, 1500 meter races and stuff like that. But you really don't have to worry about tapering off that much or doing these other little things before the shorter distance races, because really you don't have to be as fresh. You're relying less on your aerobic system and you're relying more on your fast twitch muscle fibers and stuff like that. So yeah guys, as the track distances become smaller and smaller and you start getting down to your 3Ks, 1500 meters and 800 meter races, the 1% gains, they become smaller and smaller and they don't become as visible on race day. So the little things don't matter as much leading up the week of a 1500 meter race or something like that. But anyway guys, they are still really applicable to just get the best out of yourself and just to get the best performance on the day of the race. So guys, let's go through the 5 things that you really don't want to do on race day. So guys, the first thing that I'm going to say is that you don't want to smash yourself. Now smashing yourself can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different athletes, and the week of a race you can still keep the intensity really high, but the thing is the volume. You don't want to be doing too much volume the week of a race. If you were racing 5k or more, I would recommend doing around about 60%, give or take, your weekly mileage, because then your body will freshen up, but you won't be so fresh that your body will not know what you're doing, and if it still needs to recover fast and be fresh. So yeah, stay around 60 to 70% of what your weekly mileage usually is, and you can keep the intensity fairly similar. You don't want to absolutely smash yourself doing sessions. I only recommend maybe 1 session a week if your race is kind of midweek. But if your race is maybe on the weekend, Saturday or Sunday, which most races are, then I would say do 1 session earlier in the week, and you can go like 90% in that one, and then maybe do like a 60 to 70% maybe stride out session where it's just really light, and your goal is really to just freshen up for your race the following days. So anyway guys, that is number 1. You don't want to smash yourself. You don't want to do too much on the week of a race, because believe me, I know what it can feel like to just want to run and to doubt yourself in your head and be like, have I done enough? Am I fitter than I ever have been to just smash this race? And when you doubt yourself, you just want to keep on training, but you really just got to hold yourself back. And that's what a lot of the best athletes in the world do. They know how to hold themselves back the week of a race and just believe that the work that they've done is enough. So guys, the week of a race, just hold yourself back and just try not to push anything too much. So anyway guys, that is tip number 1. So mistake number 2 is drinking too much or drinking too little. And I know that can sound really hard to do, but really it's really not that hard. It's pretty easy. If you drink way too much, you'll be peeing every 2 minutes, and it'll be just clear as, and you'll start feeling a bit of a fatigue, and that's really rare to do, but I have done it myself sometimes. You got to be pissing like every 20 minutes, and it's going to be clear as, but also you'll just need to take a leak during the race, which you really don't want. But the other side of it is drinking too little, where most people stuff up. But the main way I know if I've drunk too little before a race is when you get up to the starting line, your mouth will be dry. And I also know the cause of that can be nerves and stuff like that. But if your mouth is dry on the starting line and during a race, you know you've drunk too little before and leading up to it. So guys, to fix this, I usually just go the day of and the day before the race. Every hour, just get a cup of water down and you should be pretty right. You should be pretty hydrated. And also, if you run the day before or when you're warming up the day of the race, you just want to make sure you're drinking extra and you're keeping on top of your fluids. But as I said before, not drinking too much. Because guys, dehydration is one of the major things that can limit your performance the day of a race, and you really will feel it if you're dehydrated or even overhydrated. You just won't be able to push yourself as much as you know you can and everything like that. So yeah guys, that's the second tip. So guys, the third thing you want to watch out for is just what you're eating the day of a race, and even leading up to the race. You want to be carb loading every single night, every single morning. You want to make sure that you're having some carbohydrate sources in your day-to-day eating. So this is bread, rice, pasta, cereal, you know, any of the grains, any of the cereals. You just want to get those carbs in and make sure you're just feeling replenished after each meal. Because if you have that satiety and you have that energy after each meal, the week of a race, you'll know that you'll be feeling good. So yeah guys, if you're full and you feel like energy replenished after each meal the week of a race, you'll know that you're carb loading correctly and you're getting enough calories in, which is really important the week of a race. You should never calorie restrict the week or the day of a race or anything like that. Yeah, you just need to make sure you're eating enough and you know you're feeling like not over full, not like you've eaten too much, but mainly you just want to feel satisfied, especially the night before the race. If it's a later race in the day, you want to have a good breakfast as well. Just don't try anything different as well than you usually eat. Don't try and eat like you know, some mad fiber whole grain biscuits or anything, because you'll need to like take a crap in the middle of your race or something like that, and that's not good. So eat whatever your body is used to, and yeah, just make sure you're sticking to a routine every race, and maybe just record what you ate the day, and just make sure if it worked for you, keep it. If it didn't, just chuck it out the door and try something new for maybe your sessions later down the road. But anyway guys, so that's mistake free. So guys, the fourth mistake that a lot of people do is that they don't know the course, they don't know the field that they're up against, they don't know how the race is going to play out. These are three things, they all come into one, so you know how to play your race, you know how to prepare for it in training and everything like that, and you know what you're up against. You know the athletes that you're gonna race, you know what the course is gonna look like, if there are hills, if there are turns, if it's gonna be a tactical race or not. So do your research before each race. If it's a championship race, it's most likely gonna be tactical. But if it's one of those meets where they have really fast times year in, year out, you just gotta make sure you gotta prepare that you're at your fittest and you know what you're up against. Because yeah, you really want to know that. If you don't, you might just get left out the door and be at the back of the field. So yeah, you just want to prepare the best you can so that you can have the best performance possible, whether it's a championship race or whether it's just going for PBs or something like that. So anyway guys, that's another quick one there. Let's get on to our fifth and final tip, and that is going to be running with new items, whether it's shoes, socks, shirts, pants, a running watch, or like anything of the above. You know, whatever it is, you need to make sure it works for you in a prior training session. Whether it's like a pair of new track spikes, you got to make sure you trained in them the week prior in your last training session on the track. Or you know, you've just done your basic mileage in maybe a pair of socks or a pair of shorts or whatever it is. So you just got to make sure that you're not you know, buying anything or getting anything new and trying it on for race day, because that is the last thing you want to do. But I mean, at the big major marathons like Boston, London, they have the expos the day before or the week before or something like that, and you just get all these people like just buying a whole lot of new running stuff that they might all try on race day or something like that. They think it's really cool, that'll make me run 4% faster or whatever it is, and yeah, they wear it first time on race day. So you just don't want to do that. You want to make sure that you know what you're getting into with a pair of shoes or something like that, and yeah, you're just prepared for whatever can come at you, and just be ready to run as fast as possible. So anyway guys, thanks for watching. I hope this video helps some of you out there for race week or whatever it is. So yeah, please like and subscribe to help me out a little bit, and you know, check out my Instagram and everything down below. And I guess I'll see you all soon for another running video. Let's do it. Woo!